Welcome to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast, where we discuss sports, fashion, music, and entertainment. Where trophies are temporary and medals are forever. What side are you on? Welcome back to the Trophyz and Medalz podcast. It's your boy Batman with the Ebbtide crew. We got you, Tony Love, in the building and the Ebbtide King. What's good, fellas?
All right.
It's great, man. It's great.
All right, a lot of things to cover today. Of course, the big news as far as the presidential election. We'll jump into that and some little bit of politics. We got a proposed, I don't know if it's official yet, versus battle of Outkast versus Tribe called Quest. And of course, we'll get into sports, NFL, slew of games today, and we'll jump into a little sorority / HBCU talk as well. But first thing first, the government has spoken, and it looks like we got a new president.
The people has fully spoken here. And I'm surprised, because I'm not going to lie, when I woke up Wednesday morning, I was like, this ain't looking good.
Yeah, it was too close to call it.
That was not looking good. And I said, they might let this fool back in here. But then by Thursday, I said, oh, shit. Biden come back in with vengeance.
Well, one thing I learned real quickly, and something I kind of knew already, but like I tell people all the time, like as far as out here, there's Atlanta, and then there's Georgia. So the rural areas was all red, of course, and then Atlanta, Macon, and Augusta, pretty much, all the metro areas out here in Georgia kind of carried the votes.
Oh, and Columbus.
And yeah, so like it's you can kind of look at that breakdown. It's like I know they show all the time on the news, like they just show the whole state and saying, oh, it's red or whatever. You gotta zoom in and see how that shit is broken down, and if you know your areas, you can kind of just eyeball it and know what's going to be what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that taught like pretty much that's like almost every state around the country. If you kind of notice, every major city was blue across the United States, and then like you said, but them rural areas would just kind of top it more. In everything, because of course our backwood country folk, black folks don't go vote.
And I wouldn't just say that it's rural. I said a lot of those areas are what I call white flight areas, because when some areas of the cities get that was formerly white, and you get about 25% black. Oh, we gotta get them out of here. So a lot of those areas, like in our area, like LaPlace. Everybody start moving to LaPlace and moving to Mandeville and Slidell.
Perryville, Covington.
All that.
And Chalmette.
It's like, y'all Negroes can have this. Too many. So a lot of white flight areas.
Class has flipped since I moved. So it's more of us. I mean, it's still, some division as far as what side of town and stuff, but still, it's definitely
even Hammond.
Yeah, because I drove through Hammond one last time I came home, and it don't look like the same old Hammond when I was in college. That's a good point. So of course, Trump, he ain't take the L, kind of
like a bitch. Shout out to Twin.
Shout out to Twin. Like, to the fact that he's saying that he had it won and they cheat and stop. Like, I don't get the whole stop the count shit. Like, you're losing, unless he didn't know he was losing.
Well, this has been his MO the whole time. This whole year he's been talking about how phony mail-in ballots is going to be. He was setting this thing all up for this, because he once he realized that the Democrats were going to sit up there and do this early mail-in voting. That's why he took out a lot of the processing machines in the post office, because a lot of people were going to send in those mail ballots and get to this point, but we still count.
But the fact that people are believing him and not understanding, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Of course, people are mailing in their votes. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You still got to, like, the fact that they're just conveniently forgetting that part of that goes to the mental aspect of some parts of our country. As far as like understanding the process, it's like, of course, you're going to have more mail-in votes. Of course, it's going to take longer. Because I'm pretty sure this is probably the largest percentage of mail-in votes that we probably ever had.
Oh, this is the largest amount of people ever voted, period.
Period.
In history,
You had over 100 million. You had 100 million people did early voting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just beyond crazy, just right there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I ever remember. I did one when I moved out here. I did early vote, but like early voting. I think when people realize that, as far as understanding that you can make it more convenient and not be the last second wait in line all day, this and that and the other, I think that's what would help push those numbers.
And but people too was more free to have time. No, a lot of people ain't working. But they work from home. They had more flexibility too to go out and vote also. So it made it actually even easier. And like they actually made, and then they had a lot more places that you could go. Early voting. There's many spots that you could just go to. It used to be like a couple of like, you know, schools and maybe a library here and there. Yeah. And then that's it. But it was not like I went to the mall.
Wow.
Yeah. Right here at Vista Ridge Mall. So so I just went straight in there and went straight back out. And it was just like that.
Yeah, so the same here. There was a little Lutheran church in my neighborhood that was doing it, and 15 minutes in and out. That was it. Small line. You know, we brought the kids to show them how everything goes, and
I was tripping out using a Scantron sheet though to fill my shit. I was like, what the fuck? We going
Scantron?
What? Scantron?
Nigga was a Scantron, nigga. I had to fill out the bubbles, my nigga, to do my shit. I was like, what the fuck?
I've done that before. Well, I think it might have been in Texas, but I'm pretty sure I've done that before, but it's been a while. Like out here, we got the touchscrreen shits. So like,
I know when the last time I voted like for Obama, it was a touchscreen. And I was like, but this go around also, they didn't give you the option to do the straight ticket.
Right, yeah. And, so that spoke to what you were talking about, these commercials, how they not go, you know, individuating
identifying if it was Republican or, you know, Democrat. So you had to actually legitimately do your homework, you know. Not it actually on the back, like when you filled it out. That, though. I did, but it showed it on the actual your sheets. It said Democrat or Republican on the sheet, but you still had to just. It is like you said, but they just didn't give us the option of doing the machines anymore to just pick the straight ticket and all of that stuff just go around. Right. It was the interest. That was kind of weird and interesting though, but I was like, damn, we're going old school like this? All right.
Abracadabra, nigga. So it was like I said, I think for the most part, at least where we, you know, I know for me and I know for y'all, the voting wasn't as crucial. Like I know the day I went, I had to wait a little while, but I think with those initiatives as far as the arenas and people getting registered early through team, you know, throughout the major sporting teams, getting people registered, I think that made it turn out a lot better too. Yeah. Giving them a place that they can go and have the space to handle all the people and not make it a horrible experience.
Yeah. I heard the amount that LeBron and Jordan paid to help the fellas out in Florida to go vote, to pay their fines. I was like, yo, I think it was like
what was that amount?
Like 20, I think it was like 23 mil.
You gotta pay your fine if you felon.
Felon.
Felons in Florida, as long as you paid your fines off, you can be able to vote and stuff. And they said they paid that much. I said, damn, but I know at the same time for them, that's a tax write-off, so it's not like they needed to do something to spend some money on so they just don't get taxed for us. I get it. I mean, it's still a good business move to do, and it was beneficial too at the same time. But yeah, I think I saw like it was 23 million or something. I was like, damn, I didn't think it was gonna be like that much. I heard they were gonna do it, but damn, I didn't think it was gonna be that high.
And ain't it funny? Both two number 23s go ahead and pay for it.
Yeah, this shit that was eerie, and I was like, okay, that was weird as can be, but that was. I'm gonna go back. I gotta go back and fact check that again though. But I think that was the number though, and everything.
They both. Hey, you want to do it? You want to do it?
We're gonna just split this.
Split.
You go first. So of course, America or around the world have been celebrating the change. At the same time, there's some sore losers out there. Like I said another day, it's gonna be sore losers one way or another. I don't know about y'all, but it's been kind of quiet out here. I ain't really heard nothing too crazy is going on as far as people cutting up.
I'm concerned about that a little bit, though. I ain't gonna lie, though.
I think that the areas that we stay in, I think, these folks were strictly about the money.
Mm-hmm.
And
not about the foolishness.
Not about the foolishness. I had like many people in my neighborhood with the Trump signs out and everything. Nobody, looked at me funny or tried, honk their horn at me or anything. It's about the money. I understand.
Yeah, it's not Michigan or Kentucky and Ohio. Them crazy folks up there. Those are the ones that be tripping and wilding and taking this beyond serious and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Us in the South, we just kind of take it as is, as face value. They'll win, and we just keep it moving and go on to the. This is like, all right, go on to the next thing.
But for Texas, though, I think with this California exodus, this West Coast exodus, I would not be surprised by next election or the one after that this becomes blue.
Oh, definitely gonna be blue for sure.
Yeah, because that's what they brought up on CNN, how here in Harris County it's really become a Democratic powerhouse.
Yeah,
the fact that there was even in discussion that Texas will be blue is remarkable.
It's been a minute since they've been blue because I think Texas was at their best when they last they had a Democratic. I can't remember her first name, but I know it was Richardson.
Yeah, the lady. I know.
Yeah, she is Texan as you can fucking ever get of a true Texan. But she was cool. She was on point. She had this Texas like cool and legit. Mm-hmm. Now, you had the undercover twinkle toe Rick Perry and and this and this other one that I'm not gonna curse out another man in the wheelchair. Abbott, I'm gonna relax.
Yeah, his story is sad how he got in there.
Yeah,
he just going for a jog one day and lightning struck a tree and fell on him. Like, damn.
Yeah, that sounds like a sign he ain't with shit. I don't know. That's called karma, niggas. He did some foul shit in his life, nigga, that came back to get him. What the odds of that? That's called divine intervention at his highest level. So
nah, he okay. Now his lieutenant governor, Dan Patrick, he ain't right.
Yeah, he ain't shit, him.
So
he need help.
Yeah. I'm willing to die.
The other part about this is that what I see is, of course, there's still a lot of work to do once Biden gets in office, but at the same time, you still got an old white man in office, right? Mm-hmm. So
he's not gonna be doing much though.
Right.
Yeah, he already got it. He got the team together. He already got the people in place, and he gonna stay out the way.
He's gonna delegate everything to everybody else to take care of. He ain't got the energy and the time where he's not gonna do this. It's like the key factor of the rest, like since everything is not official yet, is like we're overall of the election and everything. We just gotta the Democrats gotta get the doggone the Senate and the House now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If this can just be all Democrat across the board, then
it's gonna be crazy.
Then that's when some shit gonna get done, and it's gonna be an interesting time if that happens. That's for sure.
And I think the great thing that benefited Biden with this election is that it was COVID, you know, with everything and, you know, people needing to stay home and quarantine. Had COVID not happened, I don't think he would have been able to survive the campaign schedule.
I think people being home allowed them to see some shit really how things are going and just not living.
And he can get he was able to pace himself.
Yeah.
With this, he didn't have to hit all. You know, I mean, that's too many states he would have had to, you know, go to, and he wouldn't have had the energy and strength to hit all of those. The whole the whole country. That just would have been impossible for him.
That's what ultimately hurt Hillary, because she cut her campaign schedule off short of a couple of times because the stress of it. And you got this maniac over here just running off of straight craziness.
Off that hell of a drug.
The hell of a drug.
That's a hell of a drug in that system, man. That's all that's about.
Sweden. Yeah, I grabbed him in the pussy. Just he owned it. He owned it.
And that was hard to, like you said, keep up with somebody that reckless, man. Nobody got no energy to keep with somebody that just can just say anything he wants and he get nothing but love, man. That's stressful as hell. And you try to be calculated as hell to say the right thing. And he can't do no wrong, but just say whatever the fuck he want to say.
Mm-hmm. Don't even think about it. There's another thing too. As far as, like I said, I've seen a lot on social media, you know, people saying if you voted for Trump or you voted for Biden, we can't be friends, this and that and the other. I laugh at that because the way that somebody votes, if that's the last straw, then y'all really wasn't friends to begin with.
It wasn't cool anyway.
It was already at the end, regardless. So if you need that,
you just know what's cool in the first place. You just looking for an excuse. This was the perfect out for you. That's all. You was looking for the perfect out, and you using this as your out.
Right. So that's just I think I've been finding that hilarious on my timeline. So,
but this cancel culture shit is getting so old too.
Like where I was going, like it's like cancel culture. We definitely need to deep dive in that too another time. But like on partial information, misinformation, quick to cancel, that just stupid.
But just because they don't agree, or just because you don't agree what they're doing, you just gonna automatically cancel them off of one thing that you don't agree with. It's amazing. And like you said, that's part of this now. I mean, you already know people are gonna be torn by this as is, because you saw how many people still voted for 45. It was still a crazy amount of people. But like you said, all the people voted don't mean that they all racist. I look at it as a lot of them they just don't give a damn about the racism that minorities are going through, because they're not going through it, so it's just not their problem. They ain't trying to fight the cause, but then they're not causing it neither, but then they ain't trying to fix it. And all, and most of them they just want their money to be right at the end of the day. They just want to live their life.
Money talks.
Right.
That's what it always come down to, man. Like it's money over people. Like even with gun laws, it's like you think that we'll limit gun laws, but that's a cash cow, man. Like guns is that's a money grab, man. So who gives a damn if kids getting shot and churches getting shot up and shit like that? It's like, well, we still making millions and millions and millions off of these guns, so we gotta make it happen.
Right, and the people worry about their 401ks and everything like that, because they already know that the Republicans is about big business. They gonna make sure that the corporations gonna be on point. So they know the corporations on point. They know their 401k is on point. Because things like that. So they just really, which I'm not knocking nobody worrying about their retirement and stuff. And you still got a lot of these baby, you got the back end of the baby boomers that's like just getting into their retirement or officially retiring right now. So, they're going to make sure their money they want to make sure their money's straight, which I'm not knocking that. Shit, if I was around that age, fuck it, I'm going with whoever, I'll probably do the same stupid thing too. Fuck, I need my money. Because shit, they're like, and plus, they're on the back end of life. Say, fuck all that. I'm just trying to just now go retire and go mind my business and stuff. So I can't knock people for that. But that's how they feel. Because I got a coworker. I know him and his wife probably voted. I ain't gonna say probably. They did vote for him. But his wife was in finances. So why was she not? vote for him if you know her money gonna be right on that side of business.
Yeah.
And everything. So, but he cool as can be. Shit, he was around here. I know he cool people because he listened to jazz and he was, recommend a whole bunch of different jazz artists like Joe Sample and and the Crusaders. And I was like, oh shit, he deep in here. So I can't sit here and say the man racist because he loves black jazz to the highest level. So I know he ain't, but it's just, hey, he chill and going over what the wife say. And he like, hey, happy wife, happy life. And whatever the wife said, and she takes care of the finances. I'm not knocking that man for that.
So my thing is those people that ain't making no money and they worried about.
That's the dumb motherfuckers that we got the issue with.
You making $8 an hour and you worry about these taxes on these rich folks. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like that's just pure ignorance. I don't want to think about taxes.
Yeah, and I tell people like that all the time. It's like, how are you Republican? How much you make? Like, no, they don't care about you. Mm-hmm. You don't make enough.
You don't even matter.
Have you gone to $1,000 plate dinner?
That's why I was just about to say you can't even afford to support them.
That's like $1,000 plate. That's just for the plate. You still got to pay for the food. you ain't been one of them fundraisers.
Shit, most of, like you said, and that don't count for the table that you had to pay for on top of that off the rip.
Yeah. So
that should be
hilarious, man.
Do a table like $25,000 just off the rip to do a table.
Like, no,
hey man,
they don't care about you.
Out kicking their coverage, man. They thinking
they all they want you to do is come and serve them their food. Now that's all they look at you as, the ones to serve them the food. And always believing that like, oh yeah, they're gonna help us keep these jobs. Motherfucker, coal mines is done. The fuck is you talking about? And you can't go out here digging in mines no more.
Yeah. We bringing back the coal business. For what?
When I heard that the first time, I was like, for real? Like niggas out here having black lungs still? Like
yeah. I'm like, come on. Like, ain't nobody bringing that shit back. What is you talking about? Cut that shit out. Steel mills. Hey, fuck, are you serious? Everything fiberglass in these streets. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, but like you said, they're rural areas because that's where they all live. And they just
know better.
And yeah, they don't know better, and they just believe in like, oh, this gonna help us because that's just all they know.
Yeah.
Don't know nothing else. So I mean, so that's the sad thing about that when it comes to them. And then us the blacks that live in those same rural areas, they're not gonna vote at all because they feel like
they don't see no hope.
Yeah, because they know that could be a problem for them in a small town that they live in. They already just concerned that they just happy enough to have a little job that they have in their little town. Now those people go see them coming in and vote. They automatically know who they're gonna go vote for, and then what they're gonna do? They're gonna harass them and make their lives a living hell to fucking go because they voted and they can't take that chance because they just making a little bit of money as is. We've all been in them little. Well, Andy, I know me and you definitely been in them little. We've been our grandparents' small ass country towns.
Hey, LaPlace was like that not too long ago. So
that's true too. But though we talk about that, man, we talk about that real country, fucking Fair Louisiana, fucking
Kentwood,
and fucking White Castle.
White Castle. Oh man.
Yeah, right outside of Donaldsonville, man.
Oh, I know. We used to play against them in high school. I had a flashback.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like those tiny towns, everybody know everybody. So you already know that's the reason why those blacks don't go vote. They gonna feel the wrath of that. So that's why you happen to go.
Hold on 1 second. We're gonna take a quick break, and we can continue with the election.
All
right. Kind of continue with the election. This is my favorite part of the results. Probably most entertaining. Our vice president, being a black woman, attended HBCU, AKA. You can't tell AKA shit for the next 20 years.
Forever. Until a Delta actually does something, I don't know what they can do to equal that because like her chance is gonna be president not probably right after that unless a Delta becomes the president. That's the only way they can top that. Forward.
You can't tell them shit. You can't tell an AKA shit, and then you can't tell anybody that graduated from HBCU shit. Like, they are showing their pride, which I love it. But it's you know, depending on the situation, you may be the burn of some jokes or comments.
Yeah.
So it's definitely I definitely appreciate like the HBCU aspect of it, is that, you know, I think I saw something today. It was like, you don't have to attend Yale or Princeton or Harvard to get somewhere. Like, you can go to an HBCU and become somebody and do big things. So I think that's definitely speaks to the kids and the youth, as far as, you know, when you're making your decision. I know we talked about this before with sports, but as far as educational and business wise, like, you know, that's that's definitely a route that you should, you know, I think everybody should experience.
Yeah, because you think about it too, you have Harris here, Howard, then you had Stacey Adams. She went to
Spelman.
Spelman, yeah, you're right.
She went to Bottom, y'all mayor.
Bottom went to FAMU.
She went to FAMU. Look, y'all mayor New Orleans.
AT went to Xavier.
Yeah. So, you know, this is becoming like, that's a good look at this. That's going to actually help out and bump a lot of enrollments now for the HBC, you know, schools. And then with everybody too on top of that, of talking about going there, even the kids playing ball now, want to go there. Dion now at Jackson State.
His son's reneged from.
Yeah, right. Saw that coming. Son going there.
Right,
now.
yeah, we called that. Yeah.
Saw that gonna happen, but it's like, it's a good look. And then now that, you know, doggone Harris is there, you know, they're gonna now give more money, federal money now to the schools on a low. I think they're gonna do it on a slick low. Trust me, it's gonna be slid in there very quietly. Mm. But because Obama did it when he was in office.
Yeah. And with my wife being AKA, it's been a happy hell for the last 24 hours.
What kind of things you dealing with?
You know, within 2 hours, you know, I'm sitting up there. We were going back and forth on, so I forget what it was, and then she made the comment, "You think Doug gives Kamala this much shit?" I'm like, who the hell? Come on, bro. Didn't even know.
Right. It's you know what I'm saying, they dusting all shirts.
Yeah, she sent me the website to get some T-shirts, some AKA T-shirts. You know, freshen up the brand and everything. Like, oh god.
Boy, you about to have a lot of pink and green in that house, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But you about to see.
Not being, I think it's gonna be in the yard, man. There's gonna be a sign in the yard.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, no, that's
a flag or something.
Yeah, you gonna get that. It's a big flag probably in front of the door and everything. Y'all gonna be known that y'all a black family in that neighborhood.
Hey, ring the doorbell and shit says Kiwi.
Hey, you got the point. Yeah, she was yelling that in the house and everything, and then my son, he did it. He's like, "No, you can't say it. You can't say it."
Like, relax. Yeah, go sit your ass down immediately.
You can't say it. And I'm like, hey, come on, it's their battle cry. You ain't on the team.
You can't. You right. You lucky your mom being nice to you. Some other women in these streets will slap fire out you off the GP.
Uh-huh.
Future alphas. So yeah, that's but yeah, it's definitely going to be, you know, AKAs always, for most campuses, cross a ton of people every semester. Yeah. So like, it's going to definitely almost double now going forward.
Nah, so damn near triple.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised too. You're gonna see a lot more white folks on some little younger white girls trying to sneak up in there. I want to see how that's gonna turn out. They try to.
It definitely has. I mean, they already had a few here and there.
Yeah, a few here and there.
Yeah.
I think in Louisiana, Lafayette, I think we had one. I kind of either or she was just real like. But yeah, I think you're gonna definitely see more of that.
Yeah, I remember when my wife crossed, and when she was in there for semester 2, they had a white girl that was trying to cross medicine, you know, we ran across us in the store. She, how you doing, big sister? How you doing? Okay. I'm like,
who the hell is this?
Who's this? Oh, she trying to cross. Huh? Okay.
We're going to pray for you, sister.
A new day.
Hey, man, they you know what I'm saying? I also got to look where you at, too. Like, there's definitely, I can see certain areas that, you know, you can see a bunch of white girls pledging, definitely crossing. So, you know, New Orleans being one, you know, we have a different breed down there, to say the least.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it's going to be like I said, it's going to be a change, a sense of pride now in the country.
Yeah, enrollment's going to be shooting up at all of these schools strongly. So it's going to be an interesting time. And you see that, did you not notice how the weather was actually perfect Saturday?
Across the country.
Across the country for everybody to go out and just act and
celebrate.
I mean, I've never seen nobody wearing short sleeve shirts in Chicago in no dang November. We in November, and DC, short sleeves a short song. Like, Philadelphia, same thing. Now, Philly was wild. They almost beat the crap out of this one cat that audacity.
Yeah.
I said, yo, this dude about to die today.
It's Philly, man.
Yeah.
Well, no, he had that one coming. I wasn't even gonna get back. I wasn't blaming Philly for that one. He would have that little blowhorn yelling at them people. Felt like, dude, you about to die here.
And then I think what I like, you know, since this election has been called, I'm admiring the newfound confidence in the media right now. Especially that one dude who was out there where that Trump supporter approached him. Hey, yo, you the real dude who's a fake news? Fuck off.
No hesitation.
Dude turned back around, smiling like, yeah, back to the report. Then let's do this.
He's like, they ain't find me today. Fuck off.
Right. This is my chance to shine, nigga.
Exactly. We out here to get away to say anything we want because you got these doggone these people out here with their middle fingers up. They got signs say, you know, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, did y'all hear on CNN? They was like panning over the crowd, and out in the crowd they was playing that YG fuck down the
yeah.
Block.
Yeah,
and they was just playing that shit live on the air. I'm like, oh, like they don't really give a fuck right now. Like they ain't pulling nothing. They ain't pulling nothing back, dog. Like
like they, you know anything, you know, like that. They normally switch back to the office. You know, they will switch back to the studio. You know, then I had that type of. But then they were just letting that blare for at least a good minute. That was played for clear as day.
They I look at it as kind of taken from Friday. It's like once the bully got beat up, when Debo got knocked out, it was like everybody now got the confidence to be them true selves. You know what I'm saying? So like it's sad to say that they've been suppressed, and if they had these feelings before, that they ain't come out and say nothing. But I guess it's better to be late than to never show up. But still, it just seems like they feel like it's safe now to come out of hiding to speak their mind. Or the other way I look at it too is like, how many people you think out here that really voted for Trump, and then once Biden won, they just want to be front runners and celebrate the win?
Oh, that's a lot of people like that.
Definitely a lot of people out there did that too, though, for sure. But remember now, too, man, these people been cooped up in their houses damn near almost the whole year too. So dude, they needed something to celebrate about, like. Yo, yeah. I was probably like, hey, you still had the people out there with their mask on, but there was no social distancing by no shape or form. But they had their mask on, and they just needed to get out that house too, though. They was just like, God damn, we got to enjoy this.
I saw the one thing in Atlanta, the girl said mom was just taking the kids out for some pizza, and then she didn't even know that the race got called, and saw all the people celebrating, and they got the kids out. Started celebrating and they forgot all about the pizza.
Right, fuck that pizza.
Exactly. It's a celebration here. We'll get back to that another time.
Pass me my Bud Ice, nigga. I don't know. So yeah, it's
you know, it's crazy to see it worldwide, not just here in the States, the people celebrating. So what y'all think is going to happen in January when it's time to go?
Well, the talks I hear is that, you know, they're going to have to, you know, drag him out. I heard
he out here suing and demanding recounts and this and that and the other. So
say he's going to barricade himself in the Oval Office, and you know he's not going to go away quietly, because what's waiting for him as a private center.
They're gonna drag him out in the middle of the night gracefully, nigga, like while everybody's sleeping, and he getting out of there. They ain't about to make himself look like a fool like that.
He's got a lot of trouble waiting for him in the private sector.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's what he's all scared about. He know New York is coming. He already know New York is coming for him ASAP.
Yeah, that black attorney general, she is like, what's that? she ready. You know, we're looking for him, but you know, we're only going after him in the civil matter and all. Now the district attorney of Manhattan, he's looking at criminals. So if our investigations coincide, we're glad to help out Manhattan if they need it.
That's not good.
So she's like it's bad. It's bad.
And that's why he's definitely been acting an ass this whole time to make sure, like, he don't, like you said, trying to put that energy out there, like, yeah, they're gonna cheat to get me out and all that, because he was paranoid. He's paranoid to the fact he know he about to go to jail. Them taxes, the $750, all that's coming for him.
But I don't think so. You know that it's so much of going to jail. I think a lot of that stuff is going to be taken away from him. He's about to be broke.
Well, he's already broke. I guess he's about to be exposed that he's broke.
Yeah. Like the country clubs, the
hotels, all that's about to be taken away. You know, don't be surprised. Everything that said the name Trump on is about to go away, basically.
Yeah.
His name is gonna be gone. His name is about to be
gone.
So think about this way. So him becoming the president might be the worst thing he could have ever did. Because he could have flew under the radar and just kind of coasted and still had this shit. So if he really gets all this shit taken away from him, he really fucked himself up.
But but he was also looking at this as a money grab too. That's what he saw. He didn't see the
I don't know why though.
Well, no, see, he didn't think he was gonna win. He thought he was gonna get that election money, and then he was gonna just use that as under the table money just to stack up his money. And he thought he was gonna lose the race. And you know, look, I just made a lot of money on the side here by doing this and everything. Because he was already on, like you said, that's why so many people didn't go into jail, because they was losing a lot of the political money as like lush money and hush money, and he was doing all kind of stuff with it. He just happened to win, and then he just know he was in over his head. And now he just had to do it. So like you said, he actually, it's at the end of the day, it still was his own. It came back to haunt him. And it was ended up being his own downfall by being this arrogant and being greedy. But being in the bed with with your boy over there, Putin and stuff. Yeah, so that made it even worse, because he had to get out of debt with them. And they said, "Oh, well, won't you just run and we make this money?" But then Putin rigged that bitch and got him in and said, now we really on your ass.
Yeah.
So now good luck. What you gonna do now? And then so Putin didn't give a damn what happened to him in the bigger picture. They just was doing what they can do to get whatever they needed to get out of it.
Because they said, it's not that, they had dirt on him. They said, Trump was an asset to them. They knew how to get information out of him easily. And work him over.
Yeah, because y'all try to talk. He act like he a talker, but he really is a talker. He talks himself into shit he can't get out of, basically, is what he do.
And then Putin is the worst one you want to sit up there. He a former spy.
Yeah.
So he know how to get information and know how you make you go and do stuff you don't want to do.
Exactly.
What they say, you might write checks your ass can't cash. That's he's out of his league, clearly.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be interesting. What, 2 months, 3 months?
2 months. Because what, January 20th or 22nd?
Yeah, 73 days. Yeah, 20th.
20, okay.
So yeah, it's I don't know. I heard somebody, I forgot what I heard. It was like somebody said something like Trump will step down and let Pence do
it. Yeah, that's my prediction. I put that out there.
That was you? Okay. Yeah. So it's like to me, that would be to me, if I'm a Trump supporter and he does that, like just basically walks out, like I'm taking my ball and go home type shit. Like to me, that's like damn, this because that's what I heard people say is like they like his brashness and he's powerful and this and that and the other, but then when he lose, he crying with his tail between his legs and like that's not classic. Like just fucking take the loss, enjoy your 4-year run, and just move on. Like,
but that's his base. You know, that's the bold and the loud and wrong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Loud and wrong is the worst combination, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I see him doing that easily. You know, he don't want to have no part of this transition and handing over this. You know, hey, y'all can handle that. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, you already know he didn't do none of that stuff anyway, so we know he ain't about to do this anyway. No transition. He ain't leaving no information or nothing for them. You know. And well, first of all, shit, you don't want none of his information any damn way.
Exactly. And that's what.
Go ahead and keep that.
Yeah, that's what I admire about Biden. You know, they already own it. They already know. Hey,
but he has inside track.
Yeah, I mean, they already know that they coming in basically. That's like saying like when somebody quit their job and you come in and step up as supervisor, like you ain't got no information, no nothing. You just fucking all right. Well, you gotta build this.
Yeah, like you said, you came legitimately off the streets. Yeah, you walking into a landmine, but you know. Biden and Harris, they already know what's going on, so they're not like they out the loop. So they just, like you said, they already getting the task force together for the virus starting tomorrow and everything. Task force, they already got like the 12 people that they won't work on that to start trying to help get this under control and stuff. So,
and then no telling with Trump's team how many sources that the media has within that team. They already probably got the inside track of what's really going on in that anyway.
Right.
Yeah. So he pissed off over here, bro. You should see him, dog.
Yeah, exactly.
That nigga up here wild now, nigga.
That's why they said, "Wait, where's his phone at?" Oh, we got the phone. We turned off his whole damn service. We fuck all that. We don't even want him to text.
We put him on the kids plan.
Exactly.
Look, anybody on that team probably talking to the Biden team. Hey, look, I know I can't be on the team, but y'all put a good word in for me. Say I help y'all out on the way out.
Right, exactly.
That's all I need, bro. That's
all I need.
But you saw how a lot of Republicans had already bailed out on him already before the election. Like you had nobody was doing commercials for him talking about, they endorse or they represent, they
protecting their ass, man. They're looking at the long game, bro. Like
they already saw where it was going off the rip, just off the early voting. They saw which direction it was already going. Yeah. Just through that.
And, shout out to, Roland Martin, who, one of the best Black political correspondents out there.
I don't know about that, but I'm going to be a T. I'm going to be slightly, I'm not going to hate on him, but he be having his moments.
Yeah, he have his moments, but, he predicted that, stop trying to get rid of Trump, during his presidency. Let him keep fucking up during this whole time. And so you got to let all these Republicans that's running for Congress, running for Senate, you got to make them defend them. And to his credit, nobody can defend him.
Yeah, nah, nobody ain't tried to.
Yeah, nobody ain't tried to. This your man. Why you rolling with him?
It's your boy.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned from you, Ty King. You saw somebody out there in the street. Nah, bro, I'm going inside.
Hey, man.
I see the bullshit out there today.
Hey, man. I just called like I said, man. I ain't had no time for that shit, man.
Just left.
Hey, dude. Can't associate yourself.
Who we talking about?
Can't associate yourself with the people.
Which one?
That's quite a few, man. It's quite a few.
There's a couple of people that Easy Ed, his people, some of his people that with the
the one with you. I remember him. Yeah. I know you're talking about, I can't remember his name, but I remember that. I remember a situation like that happening. Like we out there hooping, and they come out, stand on the porch, and just like, I ain't having
I don't want to deal with that old goofy ass shit. They play too much, man. They were too childish, and I wasn't about that life, man.
And I was younger than them, and I kind of could see it. Like I mean, but I was only just fucking with him the hoop and shit, but still.
Yeah, I just ain't like them. Period. And I made it, and they know it. They saw me. I looked them dead in the face. I'm like, here we go. So I made it clear, so it was no misunderstanding. I looked them dead in the face, like, yeah, I see you. And then while I'm going right back inside, I want you to see that I see you to go back inside.
See the disgust.
So they misunderstand.
Oh man.
Hey man.
You like a girl on the Big Job video. I don't like him. We happy. Fuck it.
Exactly. We happy. Dude, she was foul, man. That was not right, yo. She was highly disrespectful, man. She made good points, but this is disrespectful points though at the same time. I'm like, how you make good disrespectful points? So, but no, that's what like you said. But shoot, even Rick Ross said that too. Like, you gotta build it up. You gotta destroy it to rebuild it, and that's what 45 did. He helped destroy all of this stuff for us to rebuild it. Now we're gonna have a whole new look. It's gonna be interesting times. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of companies gonna start crying broke next year.
Yeah.
A lot of companies about to start crying broke because of the fact that they about to, because Biden already off the rip say he's trying to raise minimum wage there in 15.
And he has a lot of work, and one thing he one of his agendas is racial justice and end the systemic racism. Does Cap come back?
Hey man. That's
back already. While these quarterbacks dropping like flies, man. Shit, I ain't happy.
Perfect transition. So
Cap can't get no job again, nigga. That's done, man. Just let that go.
So now with we're not gonna have a president no more criticizing professional leagues and shit like that via tweets.
Dude, we went 4 years with no teams going to the White House, my nigga. That's crazy.
Shit, ESPN had layoffs this past week, right?
Yeah, they did.
500 people.
So I don't know. ESPN is
went off on them about that shit too, boy. Bob Levy lit them up like a Christmas tree.
I ain't really
doing that shit.
ESPN like talking about like the past 5-6 years. Like I don't really rock with ESPN like talking about.
Dude, I don't know the last time I watched Sports Center.
Right, that's what I'm about to say. Like I haven't watched Sports Center since, and I thought it was a bad move when Jamel and Mike was on there. I didn't watch it.
I watched it for the supporter, but I thought it was a bad look for them too. I was like,
I never thought that would work. And
y'all too black. They were too black.
Yeah, I ain't rock with ESPN Sports Center either. So like I don't know. I feel like they gonna always be on top, but I just feel like they're gonna be that cookie cutter product.
ESPN will always they're gonna be on top just because of the fact they got all of the contracts for the sports wise. That's the only thing that's gonna keep relevant. But it's like you said. But overall, but the contents and the news and listening to their different shows and all that, they losing big time to all the podcasters that out now.
Right.
I mean, they got podcasts too. Like I said, the only people I really fucking with that's still with ESPN is
Jalen
Jones, Jalen Jacoby, Elmina Hassan. I don't really. Van Pelt kind of sorta. And what's your girl name? The one that's from out here in Georgia.
L. Duncan.
L. Duncan.
L. Yeah, that's for the wrong reasons. But like I said, I don't really the talent that they got left. I don't really rock with what they have. I like your girl, and that kind of stems from Jalen Jacoby, Shanae, that plays in WNBA.
Janae.
Yeah, she got a show with Golick and then Spears. Yeah. I like Spears, representing Louisiana. But I think I still see a lot of people who's going to end up leaving ESPN and going elsewhere. Once they get more established, I can still see some of that talent leaving, like the others have. Rich Eisen, Michael Smith, Jamel, Kerry Champion, so forth and so on. So,
sexiest black ladies on God's green earth. God damn,
them ladies are something serious. I don't know, man. She got some competition though. Let me see. Just in that area, like her and what's your girl name from TNT? Rose Gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Roz, yeah.
Yes.
But see, Roz different though. That's the whole package though. Roz the whole package.
But Carrie definitely be out there flourishing with the leg meat, man.
Yeah, but that niggaism in her is real though. God.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She from LA, and then to be from LA and got that strong nigga tendency, it was very surprising.
It wasn't surprising to me. It wasn't surprising to me. Like I seen her whole facial expression change on TV before.
Yeah, doing
like when she ain't feeling something, ain't no hiding it. Yeah, exactly. It's just that whole demeanor changes real quick, and I love it.
If you could find the clip when Stephen A. Smith said, some of these women need to mind themselves when they starting these fights with these men and they getting their ass whooped.
Shit.
Hey, you remember he got suspended for that?
Yeah, I remember he did, but I don't remember seeing it. I mean, I didn't really watch it.
I remember seeing it though. Me too. But I
can imagine her face, like
her face. Well, her and Jamel show together. God damn, she cursed like a sailor.
Yeah,
I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
I've seen a few of them. It's good.
Yeah, their chemistry is ridiculous.
I've been watching your boy. I've been watching Mike and Mike Holly and Michael Smith on Peacock.
Yeah,
I've been watching them. I like the vibe. But yeah, I definitely gotta check Jamel and Carrie.
I'm surprised you didn't check that out, dude. No, they pure gold. That's just a lot. It's a lot of aggressive ignorance right there for two black women, boy. You just say, I just say I would never want to be in a room drinking with them. You gonna get violated, You gonna get hired. You gonna get cursed out. They gonna say all kinds.
You talking about hands, Tony Love? Those are two sets of hands. You don't want no problem.
Like I said, Carrie Champion alone, I will wave the no calf, big hand energy. Close. Yeah, them ladies there. I would definitely, get the cocoa butter out. Like, yeah, let's get this. I saw the legs were looking a little dry today, baby. That's.
Hey, did you see the episode where she had to wear the Clipper jersey when she cursed?
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't having it. I did see that clip. She was pissed
that
off,
shit was priceless. Oh, that shit was priceless, there, boy. The disgust on her face. And Jamel like, nah, she got to put it on right now.
But I like the way that she ride for the Lakers. Like she don't be for any kind of Kobe slander, any kind of like she like a real deal Laker fan. It ain't like those, those media. I don't even want the Lakers to be good because it's good for business. Nah, she's a real deal. Michael Cooper, Eldon Campbell.
She Jay Reed of the Clippers, boy. She in too deep, boy. She is all in. You ain't saying nothing reckless about the Lakers. I meant to say all the way. And she love to take.
That's another example. When she talk about the Lakers, that face expressions change real quick. She be meaning that shit, boy.
Serious.
So you heard Ice Cube, son, like them two fucking waving that flag high for them Lakers.
Yeah.
But
Omar Gooden too. Omar Gooden is a crazy.
Oh yeah.
Lakers Saints fan. I don't get how he is Saints fan.
That nigga just went way left on us. I'm like, what?
Only thing I can think of was like when he was shooting a movie out there back home.
Yeah, and he's
messing around and got him an evil red girl and got whipped or something like that. But him to be a Laker and a Saints fan was kind of strange.
All that, he probably went to the Saints game and got hooked. I remember working.
Well, he did. It was right around the same time when they won the Super Bowl too, so it was all around that same time. And he just loved that energy.
Yeah.
As he was filming that movie, he just loved the energy.
That's when I met him around that time. It was he was out in La Plaza and he was at the daiquiri shop. And like you kind of drunk and you kind of see somebody like, I know that can't be. He out of here. Like this is like a whole not even the New Orleans original daiquiri shop. This is like just one of those just say daiquiri, you know. And we up in there chilling, and like one of my classmates was a bartender, and like looking, I'm hearing his voice, and I'm like, nah. And I started thinking, I'm like, and then somebody said, well, he's shooting a movie out here. I was like, So that is him. They're like, yeah. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, he was real cool and chill. And like you said, he might have just fell in love with the vibe. Like,
yeah, that's what they wound up falling with. I remember, the British cats who used to come to my hotel, and a couple of them went to the Saints game, and they're like, I have 4 pitchers of beer, not glasses. I have 4 pitchers.
Yeah.
Like, how y'all do that down here? It's like, hey,
I know that's one thing I do miss is like I didn't really go to the Saints games like talking about, but I used to go to the Hornets games, and that's that area where they could bring you the drinks, like they bring the drinks and food to you. Like we used to be down that thing, just like you said, getting slizzard.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying, watching some trash ass basketball. But good time though.
And that's the vibe. And I know Channing Tatum, when they did 21 Jump Street, they were done filming at 2 a.m. Like, you think something's still open? Like, oh yeah, go right down. And they wound up opening a bar in the French Quarter.
Well, that's the thing. I think people don't realize, like in New Orleans, like they really don't understand that shit stay open until business start coming through. Pretty much.
Right.
So if business is still rolling, we gonna stay up till something. Like I've literally left the clubs, the sun coming out, they out there cooking breakfast out there on the grill and shit like that. So like, long as business
that's what we
is rolling,
went through with the Twins. Yeah, that's what we went through with the Twins, doggone. 40
yeah.
Was down there 4 in the morning.
I remember your sister like, they frying chicken right now?
Yeah.
and he had a line.
And it was a line. Yeah, 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning, we stumbling, we heading back to the cars and stuff. She's like, wait a second. Are they really, really cooking this? And there's a line here at 4. Yeah. I said, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I said, they'll shut down in another 2 hours. Like, what, 2 hours? Yeah, around 6. They'll shut it down between 6 and 7 o'clock. And then, go on and call it a night.
Yeah.
And they'll open it right back. I said, they'll open it right back up at midnight.
Yeah, man. It's like you said, even with celebrities, they don't really understand how real the city can be. Like you said, it's been many times I get off at midnight and be like, well, guess I'll go to the Metro. take a quick shower, get the outfit ready, call up Ellis and be like, yo, what it looking like?
Yeah, exactly. Y'all too, boy. Y'all too.
Hey, man, we had a system, dog.
Y'all had a crazy system. Y'all didn't make no sense. Then they come to Dallas and just took over this bitch, nigga. Them niggas knew. Niggas had itineraries. Niggas had scouting reports. All the places throughout the whole
Hey, man,
city.
we did this for everybody, man. We knew it was foreign ground. You know what I'm saying? So we had to get our scout report on.
Man, y'all ain't gonna lie. Y'all was like 10 years ahead of y'all time, nigga. Before these apps came out on these phones, nigga. Y'all could have made a fucking app, nigga, to talk about how y'all could have pointed out all the damn clubs at some point.
Bro, we used to be all the way in Fort Worth, dog, like downtown Fort Worth. Like my old manager took me there one time, and I brought fellas out after that.
Yeah, I know they try to cuss, and I ain't going no goddamn Fort Worth. Y'all kick rocks, nigga. So I ain't chilling with y'all.
Shit, man, I found some good spots out there. That was some good times, man. There was a lot of talent out there, a lot of untapped talent.
Hey, I remember I at that particular time. Remember now, I was dealing with somebody from Fort Worth. I could not be roaming through Fort Worth like that. So I had to go sit my head down somewhere. I was already in enough trouble in these streets, so I couldn't go out there. She acted like she know everybody in Fort Worth. Fuck all that. She had all kind of spies. so yeah, I said my ass down. So that's all I can say about that. God damn it, cowgirls, you let the rapists come back. You son of a bitches.
What's the score?
24-19.
Oh, shit.
2 minutes left. Yeah, they only got 2 minutes left.
All right, we can take a quick break here, and then we can come back with music and take it from there.
All right.
All right, next up, we want to jump into music. I'm not sure if it's official yet, but we have a proposed versus battle between Outkast and Tribe Called Quest. Can't even sugarcoat this. I just think it's highly disrespectful, and it kind of shows a New York East Coast arrogance as far as when it comes to hip hop. I just don't think that Tribe Called Quest should even be considered in Outkast category, period. Like, Tribe Called Quest got some classics, and but nigga, it's Outkast. Plain simple.
Yeah, greatest group of all time, and greatest hip hop group of all time is Outkast all day.
I don't think Tribe has 20.
That's what I was about to get to. Like, I don't think they got 20. I don't think they got enough. Like, Tribe is definitely like a vibe. Like, Tribe is definitely good background, you know, like house music type shit. Like, you can.
Yeah, they got some good. You know, they got some good. The joints that they do have are classics, but there's not 20 though.
Right.
But the other part about it, I think a lot of their stuff is collaborations that they were doing it back then too with other crews. Mm-hmm. So that it kind of waters them down. Like, it's not really Tribe carrying the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I just don't think they even in the same league. They're not even in the same sport when it comes to.
I think with Tribe, you know, the culture carried them, whereas Outkast, they carried themselves.
They kind of created a culture. They created
They
kind of created the whole the
South
Atlanta vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tribe kind of rode the coattails of others, where Outkast was kind of a front runner and a new beginning as far as when it came to hip hop when Atlanta hit the scene.
And you know, shout out to Elliot Reed. You know, really putting when they first came out and you know, wanted to be on the scene. He put those groups that entertainers to the ringer. You know, they were jogging around the pool, jumping over pool furniture while rapping and singing their songs. It's like, you gotta do this every night. You know, you gotta have the stamina. Are you built for this? And you know, he really built them up. And so the product of what we see with Usher and TLC and Outkast, you know, groups like them.
They were true.
That's what I'm about to say. Like, the art of being a performer is so overlooked. Like, they don't understand the endurance and the cardio that you have to do 10, 15, 20 songs with all that hype and energy in your system and bring that energy and portray it out to the crowd. Like, that's athleticism.
Yeah, but that's the downfall. Actually, now as you really think about it, that's what actually will cause part of the downfall of the music industry is the artist development.
Right.
Artist development was very important. A lot of everybody. That died in by the time, basically, you know what, when Soulja Boy whack ass came on the scene, is kind of when that shit started going downhill with the ringtones, and people started to make money in different avenues, and then the record industry was getting. Actually, that's when the A&Rs and the executives were getting they wanted to be cocky and try to think they were going to be like Puffy and Jermaine Dupri. They wanted to be in the front.
Well, the thing is, this is my theory, now that you said that. I think because we already knew they was getting screwed on their deals. Artists knew that going on tour was the way to get your money. So that way, you took that time and took heed to whatever that talent, you know, the person that developing the talent was doing for you. Versus now, there's so many other avenues to get money, is that touring kind of takes a back seat. But like something that we always say, like Meg Thee Stallion, like, I don't know if she had somebody helping her, but the one thing that kind of pushed her was her ability to perform, her energy that she brought every night on a concert or a show or whatever. So I don't know if she has somebody helping with that, or if that's just something that she has in her. And that means there's going to be very few artists that's going to have that and be able to bring that on a regular basis.
I think she just actually has that. I think that just came naturally.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm saying I'm not sure, but I think it just her, period.
Hey, even Lizzo's big ass, she got that energy.
Yep, she got that energy. She really has. Much as I don't like her, but she does have that charisma, and she do have that energy. And so, it does go a long way if you got that talent. Yeah. But you know, like you said, it's only a handful. Like T-Pain the same way, got that charisma. Anderson .Paak, same way, got that. They just have that kind of energy, but that's just naturally them. There wasn't even that.
But performers.
They're true all performers too. All of them we just name are true performers. Yeah. And so, you know, a lot of these other, you know, was molded into being performers and stuff. Like TLC, that was crafted to be a performer.
Yeah. Great point.
when I heard that that's what L.A. Reid had him doing, I'm thinking of TLC, like, what about your friend?
you stand your ground.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
What?
But yeah,
that's
like,
a good call.
That's a boot camp, man.
Yeah.
Because anybody, like we always say, anybody can go to the studio and make that perfect pitch and sound, whatever, that one particular time and get it together. But to go on tour and go city to city and still have that, like we say all the time, like there's certain artists you don't want to see on tour. There's certain artists you don't want to see live. You know what I'm saying?
Mostly all hip hop artists.
Yeah.
Because I think the ones that are in hip hop, the ones in hip hop that do a great job is when they bring an actual live band with them.
Yes.
I think that kind of
like you said, Outkast is good. I've heard was good in concert. Jay-Z is good, but like a lot of the people, nah, you don't want to waste your energy going to a hip hop concert. You just hearing a lot of unnecessary, unbalanced bass and troubles. They're just all over the place, and you just hearing a lot of mumbling because they hand all over the damn mic. So it's just like, nah, this ain't.
And you hearing that hype man? You hearing that hype man?
Yeah, you hearing the hype man more than anything else. Yeah. Exactly. You prefer to go see them like at the House of Blues or some stuff, but you ain't trying to really.
That's what I used to do though. Like I've definitely seen I've seen BG at House of Blues. I've seen in Dallas. I've seen Chrisette Michelle at House of Blues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like that's like to me, like I'm not a concert person. So like if I'm gonna go to something, it's gonna be more so like House of Blues or like a small
venue
place, type of venue. But I'm not into the big stadium. Like you said, the acoustics I don't think it's really works for most artists. Like it's just a mess sometimes.
Yeah, I saw Fonte and Phone Exchange at like a little small club and Deep Ellum. That shit was outstanding. It was a great intimate chill vibe, and they were just doing their thing. It's just I think it's better to be at those type of establishments than a big arena.
Like I saw India Arie at Jazz Fest, and it was not great. They had that big crowd, and she's playing like it's almost like she's supposed to be in a cafe, a little small setting.
Right.
And then what was worse about it, you had Lenny Kravitz on the main stage blowing out.
Well, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Like, oh Lord, maybe we should have went to Lenny. They sound hype over there.
Well, yeah, that's bad. They set up for failure on that one. That was not cool. So, but like you're saying, going back to this, you just the comparisons, like we're saying, with Outkast and Tribe is just not. It's not a good look there. It's really no group that can actually go against freaking Outkast in the bigger picture if you think about it.
Only one I would say would be Wu-Tang, but I think that's I don't think that's
It's two different worlds.
It's two different worlds, but at the same time,
people.
It's 175 people versus 2.
Right.
So maybe if you do like the Dungeon Family versus the Wu. But that would be a better right? Dungeon Family and the Wu.
Now that would be a good look. Now I can't lie there. Now we talking. So that would be a good battle there.
So like when we're looking at Dungeon Family, we're saying Outkast, Goody Mob, watch for the hook. What his name is? Cool Breeze. Isn't Cool Breeze?
Cool Breeze,
yeah. Cool Breeze.
What's the R&B? The singer, the R&B cat, the one with the bald head. Stevie Brown. Who I'm missing?
That's it. Cause remember, the rest was the producers.
Yeah.
It's recap, I feel
like I was missing somebody. Okay, and then you go to Wu. You got the original Wu-Tang members. Well, just Wu-Tang. So Method Man, Raekwon,
that's all you need. I mean, yeah. Because I mean, it's like he's unofficial, but official is Capadonna. But So, but other than that, like you said, everybody else that's in the group.
So like that to me would be more of a better match instead of trying to put two people against a fucking the whole damn New York, damn near. I don't know. I feel like you can go Outkast. Well, I mean, he's not, part of the group. And I can say you can go Outkast and UGK.
Dang, do they have 20?
Who?
UGK.
Yeah, they do.
Boy, that's disrespectful.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I like this. I was not a Pimp C fan. I'm not a Pimp C fan. I just could not ever deal. I respected Pimp, but I could never really rock with him. Overall,
the fact that Pimp did
I got no respect for him.
The fact that he did a lot of the production on there is what gets overlooked. Like, yes. I wasn't a fan of Pimp at first either, but once I realized that he was doing the production and then kind of growing up and just kind of understanding the foolery that he was just saying that everybody else thinks, that made me respect him even more so when I went back and listened to it. Like, to me, like,
I'm sorry, he lost me when he still said Atlanta is not part of the South. I'm just sorry.
I can understand why he says that. I can understand why he said, because like to me, all right, so I'm gonna ask you this. I don't consider, like I live in Georgia, so I don't consider, like I think Georgia's in the South, but I don't think it's Southern. When I think Southern, I think Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi.
You know what? I only think of Houston as only being more Southern, and the rest of Texas ain't nowhere near Southern.
Right. I never thought of Texas as being the South.
Yeah.
It's more Midwest, but like you said, more in Houston. I was just saying it's just Texas, but like more Houston is Southern than
Houston now is more South.
But it's more Midwest than anything to me overall.
Yeah.
But like I don't think, like I get what he's saying. Like he's like that.
I don't know. I mean, right above Florida, we know we consider Florida South, so that's why.
But think about it, like in Port Arthur, like they probably ain't got I ain't never been to Port Arthur. Like I probably drove through it.
Passed through it real quick and swift.
I'm pretty sure they ain't got no big ass buildings like
not at all.
They do in Atlanta. So like to me, they feel like they more Southern and more small, intimate, versus Atlanta being a bigger city type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kind of feel like he was coming as. Like that's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of like. I think I got that from Big Crit. Like it's the South and then there's Southern. You know what I'm saying? Like it's two different things.
That madness though, but still. It's Southern. It's in the South. It's Southeast, but it is the South.
Yeah.
But like I said, I like.
There's levels to it.
True, but Pimp C was just always an acquired taste to me. I always loved Bun. I was a huge Bun.
Yeah, Bun.
I love Bun all day, but Pimp C he always kind of rubbed me. He just was an acquired taste to me. He had sometimes he'll catch me on certain beats. Yeah, I would rock with the stuff he would say, but then. Other times I'm like, I'll be all right. Like you said, if he just did the beats, I'd have been more happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but this sometimes his recklessness and everything, I don't know, it didn't sit well with me.
But that's the other part of it's the other part of like Andre versus Big Boy. It's like Big Boy was phenomenal, but it's the fact that he going against Andre. Like Pimp C is not going to, on 90% of the time, he's not going to out-rap Bun B.
Right.
Period. So like I think that's what kind of people just like, oh shit, Pimp C part coming on. Like nah, that nigga was
yeah,
that
exactly.
nigga was nice too.
That's how it was. Like, here we go. Exactly, that's how it was. But I never felt about that with Big Boy though. Like I feel like Big Boy and Andre actually complimented each other very well. You know, it was just a better. It never felt like you cringing like, oh, what Big Boy about to say? Nah, you like, all right, Big Boy just kept the flow going, or he built it up. It was always on point.
I'll tell you the vibe you're searching for, what you're trying to, that cringe vibe you're feeling. The same vibe when Silk the Shocker come
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that type of cringe. But
no, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it's just, I don't know. It's like I said, you know, Pimp just person. That's just not my personality. It was not my vibe. So I guess that's why I just didn't feel a connection with him. But I did respect him though. I never nothing but respect for him and what he did for the game and everything. So I'm not to that point to where I just shit on him. I know shit on.
Now, one thing I was gonna say, another matchup I came up with because I was thinking about other people that can compete would be like Ghetto Boys versus 8 Ball and MJG.
See, there we go. That there would be very intriguing.
Scarface and 8 Ball.
8 Ball will win.
That to me, for me personally, I will go 8 Ball MJG.
I want with MJG all day anyway though. But yeah, it still would be.
But Scarface got some shit.
Their first album alone is just a problem. Going against
Scarface by himself is a problem.
Yeah.
Well, yes, of course.
So that's what I'm about to ask. Like, do you do only Ghetto Boy songs, or do you do Face Mob, Scarface, Ghetto Boys? Like
no, catch cheating. Hell no. No, you can't.
Only Ghetto Boy shit. If you do only Ghetto Boy shit, then it's easy 8 Ball MJG.
Yeah, can't bring no solo shit in here. Oh hell no, that's just Then that becomes a unfortunate landslide. There, no.
I never saw a man cry to
seen a man die. Nah, I got another one too though. Now we talking about Texas people. Who do we match up with Devin the Dude?
Currency.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a perfect match.
I'm not familiar with Devin the Dude stuff. I may have heard it.
Oh,
Devin, he's the one that's always singing on the hook song for Scarface shit. Fuck Faces. What's the song with Jay-Z and R. Kelly? The Power of the P-U-S-S-Y. That song that was on Devin Dude shit. He's one of those dudes that like in the background writing, producing, all that. Like he was one of the originals signed to
was Swish House?
No, he was with Jay Prince.
You were Jay Prince. He was with Jay Prince.
He was on Rap A Lot?
Yeah.
He was one of the originals.
Yeah, like he was like one that came right after the Ghetto Boys and stuff like that.
Yeah, they was on. I forgot the name of the group.
Breaking up, he was kind of keeping them afloat on that real independent side for a minute. He had dropped a lot of stuff. He's almost like you always look at him too as like kind of the Southern doggone Nate Dogg.
Pretty much, that's what I always look at him at. So like he was I forgot the name, the original name group, but it was called the Coffee Brothers. But I forgot the very first name. But he and then he was part of Face Mob when Scarface kind of broke off and went big. But yeah, I think he's one of those people that's going to always be kind of forgotten and probably can do tour like Currency does. Like he's constantly dropping.
He's forgotten, but it's like he's not mainstream known. But trust me, he can go anywhere he want and sell out. Even overseas, he can go and sell out. That's kind of like both of them. Actually, both of them.
79. Yeah, he's.
But the thing is, Devin don't go overseas much, but Currency goes overseas a lot in the past. Mm-hmm. So.
But Devin the Dude, She Used to Be. Y'all remember that song?
Yeah, that's my classic. That's one of the classics, dog. Yeah, I'm about to send you a playlist, Tone Love. She used to be so fine to me.
So fine to me.
Now
but
she's fat than a
motherfucker.
Like he a storyteller type.
Yeah, he's a storyteller. Yeah, he's totally disrespectful. Listen, he's totally disrespectful, nigga. You will love him, dude. I'm telling you, he's highly disrespectful. He hit you with facts. He hit you with disrespectful facts.
I'm in the bathroom boo-booing, Blackville 79.
But it's so smooth though. But he does it in such a smooth vibe. Like it don't even come off crazy.
My introduction to Devin the Dude, so freshman year at USL, when it was USL, where my roommate was from. He was I don't know, somewhere, probably Shreveport or whatever. So he had, you got your little mix CDs and this and that and the other. So he had the Devin the Dude. So he was like, I ain't never heard of this. And then he was like, well, he was part of Face Mob because I had Scarface shit. I was like, yeah, I kind of remember him on hooks and stuff like that. So he's like, yeah, this is his solo shit. So from that point on, like I listened to the first 2 albums and was just hooked. And then from that point on, but yeah, he got some classic, like you said, independent type shit. Like I think you would definitely
yeah, that's what I said. And he's entertaining as hell. He just funny as hell. So that's why I said him and Currency would just be a good matchup because they'll just entertain you with crazy stories you wouldn't even know they would have in their vaults and stuff.
What's that one of the recent album, The Hotel Room, where the chick was crazy and kidnapped him? Hotel blah blah blah, whatever. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he got some shit though. Like he got some get high.
And they both smokers too. So that's the other thing why I said they would be a good battle. So they both smokers and they could just tell stories. They just tell great stories.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna send you a playlist.
This is him. She used to be. He'll be hooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna send that first. Yeah, I'm gonna send that first. You're gonna die laughing because like the way he laid that shit out, like you can definitely relate to that shit 100%. So that shit was fucking classic. Rain Godell, so you leaving the plantation?
Yes, I've survived, and I'm on my way home to catch this other game. So it was pretty alright, It's not so bad. But me, I always pop in at the last part of the podcast during these times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your timing on point.
So I see y'all kind of create more versus battles, huh?
Yeah,
well,
man.
We was going off of the one that the Outkast and Tribe Called Quest. We was going off of that, and then we're trying to figure out because they already said they got a season 2 of lineups already. So we're waiting to see what these new lineups are going to be. So we still, in our imagination, thinking of other ones. But I think they're going to try to go into other genres now. I'm thinking they got to go into other genres.
They have to. You got to if you really want to blow up.
Don't get me wrong or whatever. It can start off by the Justin Timberlake versus Usher battle. It needs to happen.
Yeah.
I'm with that one. I'm definitely with that one. I'm still going to give it to Usher in the bigger picture. But
oh, yeah, Usher.
So,
think you'll win?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Confessions alone, goddammit.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he even said that shit on The Voice when he was recruiting his team. Like, I got more hits than everybody else up here, right?
See?
More number 1 hits.
Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day or whatever, Justin is like right there too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not too far behind, but still, like his like,
song's gonna hit differently. Usher's song's gonna hit you differently once it drops. You gonna be like, it's gonna make you think of all the foul shit you did in them through the college years, nigga. It's gonna hit you differently.
True.
So that's what I'm just saying.
I put it like this: you don't even have to use Confessions. What's the one before 8701?
8701. Yeah.
Like even that
That
one's
too.
like
Yeah.
My way.
You make me
My
want to
way.
leave the one I'm with.
mm-hmm.
This stuff.
I asked him, can I have this dance? And she quickly took my hand. Yeah, it's Usher definitely got a lot of songs that for other artists probably is great big time hits, and Usher is kind of like,
Yeah, exactly.
He's all right. Like some of those last 3 Usher albums, like the little mixtape or whatever it was that he did with Zaytoven. Like he got some bangers on that. Like, and to him it's probably like, it's all right.
Well, yeah.
For everybody else, it's probably their best hit on their career.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Mars versus Venus.
Mm-hmm. Like he got shit that's just like, you could just throw that out there.
Yeah, dude, he could drop Daddy's Home and that shit gonna fucking hit differently. It's just even that's like
without plies.
Without plies.
Without plies.
Yes, of course.
Clear.
Right.
Yeah, I forgot he was on that song. I must have been skipping that shit.
We don't know. Is at the end, dude. You stop it right at. Is at the end, so you stop it before Plies gets to rapping on now.
I definitely remember 2 stepping to that shit in the club a few times. Not
like
say that.
You're like, where am I, bro?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So his last album, that Just Don't Waste My Time. That actually was a club banger.
Yeah.
It kind of came out during COVID. I mean, so.
Yep.
That's back when my feet work.
So yeah, so I was gonna say, that's what I'm saying. Even Usher's still dropping, he's still dropping little singles here and there, still, his own point. And he about to take over Vegas next year, so.
He doing the Vegas?
He got rendition. Oh,
yes, he does.
Wow.
Hey, it's funny because me and my wife literally talked about that the other day, saying we gonna go. Her, like him, and who else is doing a Vegas thing? Somebody else.
I'm down for that.
Is it Janet Jackson again?
I know Tony Braxton used to do it, but
yeah, I was in Vegas when she was there. She had her picture on the side of the Flamingo Hotel. They had it taped up, matched into the windows and stuff.
I don't see Janet doing it though. I don't see Janet doing that shit night after night.
No, she did. Did she not already have one?
Yeah, she already had one.
She already had one.
I'm talking about now. I thought you was talking about now.
This was not that long ago. This was like a couple of years ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
It was like right after she had the baby.
Damn. I guess she was trying to stack that bread.
She ain't hurt.
Yeah, that dude was a billionaire.
Yeah, baby daddy a billionaire. She ain't hurt.
The child support alone.
That's why she lives. That's why she lives in London, so that because of the so that he can be close to the baby. So that means he taking care of everything over there for her, but they just don't live together.
Mm.
And you saw how Swiss had messed up about that too, talking about Janet. Janet couldn't go against Missy.
Oh, you did say that?
Yeah, he was there. Now that wouldn't. He just didn't see that as a fair matchup.
Yeah, because Missy was fucking slaughtered.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
Janet?
Yes. Yeah, man, it ain't gonna be pretty, dude. It's a different type of energy, dude. Different type of energy.
If we're gonna count what she produced, wrote, and performed,
it's not a good look.
For 20 songs, I'm going Missy.
Yeah.
Not gonna be good.
And you know how I feel about Janet, like the old school.
We all love and respect Janet, but that ain't a good matchup, nigga.
I think Janet can hold on.
Nah. Different type of energy. It's just a different type of energy.
You're talking about early pop versus today's pop. You know what I mean? It's a different vibe. You know what I mean?
It's I don't know. Like I said, that's just me. I just
maybe
think that
maybe Janet and Mariah.
Did we say that before? Or did we say Mariah and Whitney before? I think maybe.
Yeah, we did that one, but we can't do that one now. But I mean, you could do Janet and Mariah. That would be interesting.
Like, you having a singer versus an entertainer.
True.
I mean.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You could probably do like Janet and Sierra. I mean, that type of,
But that's an ass whooping, though.
Yeah, everybody trying no singing ass Sierra.
Unless you actually trying to, grade their performance.
Nobody trying to hear for no Sierra. Fuck all that. Let Sierra go.
Does Sierra have 20?
Right.
Hell no.
Does she have 10? Does she have 10?
Well, I know Tony Braxton says Tony says she'll go against anybody. How about Tony and Mariah?
Nah. Because one thing is nobody wants to hear Tony D's voice on all these tracks.
Let me take a stay.
She says she feel froggy.
Yeah, she's just trying to be relevant.
She needs,
I don't know. After she started dating Birdman, I'm about to say, after she started dating Birdman, I just lost all kind of respect for Tony. I just lost it after that point. But
yeah, that's what I say. It's hard to get any more matchups, man, because they all too one-sided, one way or the other. Like Ashanti ain't got nobody to go against.
Ashanti ain't necessarily all that relevant either.
Ashanti and Maya.
Yeah.
That's an ass whooping, nigga. Are you serious? I love Maya to death, but that's an ass whooping.
Hey man, but we get to see all them two sets of legs on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, this is facts. I mean, yeah, for eye candy purposes, yeah, this is outstanding. Two grown-ass women in their 40s looking very good. Yeah, no doubt.
Like, whoa, my favorite Maya video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Missy versus Beyonce.
You know what? That would be a good one.
Okay.
Yeah, cause, I mean, that'll probably be that'll be actually a great season opener.
Because you actually get, like with both artists, you get dance music, you get true R&B, you get features. So yeah,
that would actually be a good battle. That's a good battle. Count on we can get Beyonce to do that shit, but that's a good ass battle.
But the thing the thing about that battle I wouldn't like, because you know how people gonna, make it out to be, right? They're gonna be dark skin versus light skin. That's how they gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're gonna be like.
And that goddamn beehive gonna be being extra.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Missy's following is up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you got dudes that's willing to ride or die for Missy. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt. Hey man, Missy's written a lot of classics for us, nigga, that has helped us in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely go with that.
You got, Missy with Aaliyah, Jasmine Sullivan. Think about, she got the bus. She went out the car. Nobody can pull that car but Missy.
Mm.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Beyonce will play "Till You Left to the Left" and then Missy come back with "Bust the Wings of the Car." That's
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, damn, you pieces, you gonna bust out the car for your shit? I can see it right now.
So that's another good one. But yeah, the matchups is getting rough though, man. So they should go to different genres though. That's all. That's a good thing.
We said last time the Blue Eyed Soul gotta jump in the alternative rock and roll.
Oh, this is the one I actually want to settle for all, right? And this is me personally, right? I would love to see Freeway versus Beanie Siegel.
No. Okay.
That's unfair.
Nah. Okay. Nah.
How's it unfair?
Beans. I think
we go
Beans consistency. I think Freeway can hang off the first 2.5 albums, but after that, Beans has got way too much.
Beans got just too much off the first 3 albums. But actually, Freeway has been more consistent of an artist.
Yeah.
But it's just the presence.
Like Freeway ability to make a whole album, I appreciate. Like he's made some solid albums, like just as far as sticking to a sound and pumping out music. Versus Beans was more of
he was a goddamn machine when he was in his prime. And his songs, just the way he just his wordplay and just the way he wasn't at those first 3 albums and the features and everything was just crazy.
Like I always say, man, if you feel your life is hard, listen to a Beanie Siegel album. You feel better about yourself, man.
Like, exactly.
Beans wanted me. Listening to Beans made me want to smoke weed. That's how deep. I was like, I don't even want to smoke, but I smoke for him.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
The way he just his storytelling, the way he paint a picture, like you really think you out there with him.
Like he made me look up stuff. Like when he was quoting, like he'll quote stuff out the Bible. It's like, wait a minute, this sounds familiar. Let me look this shit. When the horns start blowing and wait a minute.
When the heat,
that was Freeway, but no, I'm talking about the one when he was like when the sun rise in the west, whatever. But I forgot what song that was on the one he was battling himself.
In some of his songs he was talking with Sonic, right?
Yeah, I know.
He was talking about who?
Because of the Quran.
Yeah. He quotes a lot of stuff on the Quran.
But yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I went back and had to research. It's like it sounds familiar. I heard this before, and so yeah, his wordplay is crazy. Like you said, he definitely was a machine at one point, especially all them features he did for Jay, Dynasty album.
The Lock Rock Familiar album, and he just was in
State Property.
Right. He tried to put everybody on, and like you said, Freeway, the only one out of everybody on the State Property, got on.
You don't count the Young Guns?
That's short amount, but they did that what? One album though, technically.
1.5. I say 1.5. One more possible.
So that's what I'm saying. Now they had the potential. They had the skill set potential. They just didn't live up to it.
Yeah.
And like I said, Freeway still he's out here relevant in the game still.
Yeah, I got a lot of his stuff.
Right. So that's
that's still different. I mean, for the versus battle, they still got lanes. I mean, you could probably do like St. Lunatics versus somebody 8 Mile, Click or whatever.
I was about to say this: state property versus Dipset. I remember having this conversation on Facebook.
Oh,
some years
there
ago.
we go. Oh, now we talking.
State property versus Dipset. Like I could think that if I can go find that post, I'm pretty sure it got like 100 comments on that shit. Like people was real deal in their feelings over that. Like I feel like the average member of state property is better than Dipset, but Dipset has the.
They have the luxury of freaking having Cam and the Jules though.
Yeah, I feel like Cam and Jules is like high up there, but like the average between the two, like once you get past Cam and Jules, is Dipset. You know, J.R. Writer.
The scary thing is, but the crazy thing is, Jim Jones' last 2 albums have been so crazy on point.
Yeah,
but like it's not him. It's not him lyrically. It's kind of just the music selection, the production. You know, it's part Rick Ross without the Rick Ross bars. You know what I'm saying? I think Jim Jones does a great job.
The bars been surprisingly okay though from him though.
Yeah, I know, but it's from him.
Yeah, I get what you saying.
But just the average member of state property between Young Chris, Freeway, Beans, that's just to me like they average. Their median is just way better than me. But it's definitely a good matchup.
Another one that probably nobody really thinks about: David Banner versus Big Crit.
That would be strictly
the Battle of Mississippi.
Battle of Mississippi.
I think Banner, because of his longevity, probably got a deeper catalog.
But that'd be more on the production side though, because if we go on rapping side, that's gonna be great though.
We can't. I'm gonna say we can't compare because that's unfair. Because Banner is not to me a rapper. So
right.
Yeah,
so
I don't know 2 Banner songs.
So like that, I don't think that really match up. But
y'all not gonna bring just like me. Son is a habit.
That's a Chris Brown song.
I know.
But hey, we run out of time in a second. Take a quick break and we can come back and then we can wrap up. All right. As we do about this time, Tony Love, what have we learned this episode?
All right. We learned a few things today. Number 1, Biden's campaign benefited from the COVID outbreak. 2, AKAs and HBCUs will have increased enrollment. 3, media has newfound confidence since the race was called. Fuck off. 4, Outkast versus Tribe is disrespectful. And 5, Pimp C is an acquired taste. And 6, Devin the Dude will be my homework assignment this week. Devin the Dude,
man. I think you appreciate Devin the Dude, man. I think he got some classics that's gonna touch you, especially since you in the area. You're gonna relate to some of the shit.
I'm on the outskirts.
No, but he talk about shit all over the place though. You'll get it.
Nah, he's all in the super suburbs, nigga. He ain't nowhere near city.
Like I said, I'm in the white flight area. I'm in the white flight.
Yeah. He ain't around none of them niggas of Houston. No. Which is very impressive that he's been there all this time and he's not been around none of them niggas.
No.
You know what? That's what I've learned today is how the hell Tony Love has not been consistently at the Galleria. This is highly fucking disappointing.
Man,
it's very good. It's very good too at the same time. It's bad and good.
Safety.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. When I used to go down, every time I went, I would go to the Galleria. But like after a while, like after you've been a couple of times, like especially since I went to the one in Dallas a bunch too, because I stayed like right there. So it's like after a while, it's kind of like, you know what? Is it? Yeah.
Nah, Houston Galleria is way better than the Galleria.
The times I've gone in the area, like they're everywhere.
I'm about to say, but at the same time, I was broke then too, so like I couldn't really appreciate the Houston trips as much as I did.
Hey man, I'm talking about. I'm just speaking of the scenery. There's the scenery. It's a lot. I stay because I used to live right there off of West. I was on West Ham area, so I used to be always over there every single weekend when I was down there for like 6 months. So that was just my spot before I had to come back up here and so-called raise these whack-ass children and shit. Should have stayed my goddamn ass down there. Coming back to this shit. So, but yeah, very surprised he does not consistently go down to the Galleria all this time that he's been down there. Now that's what I've learned today. How the hell Tony Love pulled his feet off?
I always tell everybody when I used to come out here and visit my mom, you know, we went everywhere. But when I came out here to live, it's been nothing but work.
Yeah.
Ain't got no time.
That and the drive is real though to get over there too. So
yeah. So yeah,
what, it's like 45 minutes?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So it at the same time, yeah, it ain't worth that. It ain't really worth that drive though. And you got everything right there where you at too, so it ain't really worth it.
And it'd be traffic for no reason.
No reason.
So
that's how it is out here too.
And you got the Woodlands anyway, so you good. You got the Woodlands Mall, so you is alright. It ain't the Galleria, but it's alright.
No, it ain't the Galleria. Yeah, it's not.
Let's get that straight.
But I'm glad you didn't go to that Conroe outlet.
Have I been to Conroe outlet? No, I've only done the Cypress outlet, but not the Conroe.
I remember at one point I was going to transfer to Conroe when I was working at Rentway. After the storm, they was offering us like, you know, the transfers and shit like that. I was one of the spots I was looking at. We had a store in Conroe, and I was gonna move out there. But,
yeah, a lot of New Orleans folks went to Conroe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and, you know, it ain't too far out. You know what I'm saying? You know, from Houston and shit.
Yeah, it's a straight shot from 45.
Yeah, but it's just like it's, you know, like you like basically Conroe like you living in LaPlace, basically.
Yeah, yeah. Like I used to be in Kingwood all the time when I was between high school and college. So, you know, hanging with my people. So that I kind of knew. I knew, like you said, I knew it was a straight shoot. I kind of knew the area, so
yeah, that
was one of my options. But no, I had to be with the boys. Once I heard, you know, pretty much consensus Ebbtide transfer to Dallas, I was like, well, I might as well follow suit.
Yeah, man. We probably saved you from extra unnecessary niggisms that you didn't have to deal with at that time. Because all you did was just going into a bigger version of New Orleans. That's all you was doing when you were going down to Houston at that time.
Yeah.
True. This is true. Because that's pretty much, that's all I, like when I was going to Houston, it was definitely, all right, unpack my bags, you know what I'm saying, take a quick shower when we sit in the streets.
Yeah, so, see, look, you know, we helped you out bigger picture career-wise, you know, got you in the straight and narrow, he's getting your stability together with at least a job-wise, because ain't no jobs in Houston, too. That's the other problem, too. There ain't many jobs. For the city to be that big, but the jobs ain't hitting on nothing.
Right.
Which is weird.
Well, that's the thing, is like even with me moving there with a job, I didn't feel confident about it at that time either, at that age. So yeah, probably definitely made the best decision.
Yeah, because Ed almost ended up in freaking Beaumont. I said, nigga, you ain't going to no goddamn Beaumont. What the fuck you doing?
Nah.
I said, nah, nigga, bring your ass up here, my nigga. Come to Dallas, nigga. Don't you dare go to goddamn Beaumont. What is you doing? Nigga, you like living in fucking Baton Rouge / Gonzales. What the fuck are you doing? No, you don't need them problems.
Yeah, definitely.
We trying to get you to expand and grow in life, nigga. You ain't gonna grow there.
Nah.
You going backwards.
Ebbtide,
like still 10 years behind.
What you got in closing, man?
Hey man, it's actually this. Hey, I'm just now sitting back and waiting to see how all this is going. I feel like something is in plot here with 45 losing, man. I don't know. I ain't feeling this energy. It's kind of too quiet for my liking. I'm not liking that the 45 people being this quiet. Yeah, I just ain't feeling that vibe right now.
There's not much. They can't do anything. They replanning, re-strategizing.
Exactly. But how and what though? Because I'm just worrying about the stupid ones. I ain't worrying about the sensible people. I'm talking about the ones that trying to kidnap governors and shit. I don't worry about them stupid motherfuckers. That's what I'm concerned about. You know, like I'm worried about them fuckers. Like
let's get to that. Like like that was my thing. Is like regardless of what you may think and what your politics is, he empowered some of the dumbest people on earth. Like the fact that I don't know, like it was just, to me, it's like for these light bulbs to go off, or these like the Beavis and Butthead light bulbs to go off on some of these people's heads to do some of this dumb shit. You storming, government buildings because you don't want to be locked down in a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Got signs talking about I need my haircut and shit like that. Like that's like what are you thinking about? Like that's like, to me, it's just, that's the type of energy that I just felt like it had to go.
I like this. I wish the FBI didn't get involved and it would have allowed them to at least try to storm the governor's building and just have the damn snipers,
like the
SWAT team, just sitting there and start plucking motherfuckers off. Just to make an example, just to just get people's mind right. Like, I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're gonna learn today. And just get, you ain't gotta, just take out 3. Just pluck 3. It was 200. It was 200 of them that were talking about storming governor's, spot and go try to kidnap her. You'd have plucked 3. All them other ones would have got the running back the other way ASAP. And I'm talking about you hit them with the quick John Wick headshot, take their asses out, and be like, oh shit. And we gotta make examples sometimes out of people to get their mind right in the bigger picture. Like, yo, you have your rights, but you ain't got that much freedom of rights to think you about to fucking. Where you gonna take the fucking government?
Well, that's what I kind of said in the beginning. I think I said this on the podcast with us early on. Is like the one thing that I knew this was going to be a problem is like Americans don't like being told what to do, regardless of if it's for the better civilization or what. Not
Americans, white folks.
No, we got some black folks. No, we got black folks out here doing the same way too. Like I definitely heard some of us the same way too. But like, just you don't like being told what to do, and just regardless of what's the right way or what makes sense, I don't believe there's a virus, so I ain't gonna wear no mask. Like, just I don't know. It's like Tony Rose says. You look at people differently based on their actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like, your whole vibe changed on that situation. You seen the concert post, right?
What's that?
With
which one?
One of our BG fans.
Oh, wait, which one she post? Oh, wait, which one did she post?
I think it was a Devin dude. It might have been a Devin dude. No, Boosie. It was a Boosie concert.
It was a Boosie one. Oh, yeah. That shit was comical.
So yeah, like that's like, I don't know, like I said, people, Americans don't like being told what to do, and regardless, and they made this shit a political statement, like versus being a health issue. And I think that's one of the biggest things that might have hurt Trump is the fact that he caught COVID-19 when it was supposed to be, a hoax or whatever. Now that he have it, then probably a lot of people is kind of just turn their views on him.
It still didn't phase them because it didn't affect. It affect more minorities than it did them. So that's what made it. That's why they never took it serious anyway. They were just like, it still was just like whatever. And once again, they're showing how much they don't give a damn about us. You say, hey, y'all on it. It's only 13% of y'all in this country, so y'all be all right. So, or like whatever. It ain't enough for y'all to feel like we're affected and we ain't around y'all anyway. So that's y'all problem. So it didn't affect somebody to hit them hard enough. Like, I would say of importance though, not because it still took out some people. But like, if it would have took his ass out of something like that, the shit would have freaked everybody the fuck out. But it'd have freaked out the whole world too at the same time.
But I think with, like you said, these people are being quiet now. I think it's time for them to be quiet because they know that the intelligence community is going to be backed by the president, is going to have his full support. So they can sit up there and regulate the way they want to and not, and not have these people be vocal and belligerent and ignorant and everything.
Dave Chappelle said the Tiki Torch people. Like they don't feel empowered no more.
Yeah. They're not gonna be empowered anymore. So you gotta go on the ground. Yeah, once this was called, it's like, yeah, party's over.
Yeah, we can't, because they know they ain't got nobody to back them up now on the record system was doing. So that's very true.
And then for the most part, with these people feel empowered, the reason why that Charlottesville thing didn't happen the second year like it was supposed to, a lot of those people got identified through their jobs.
Yep.
Right.
and lost their jobs. Like, I can't make it this year. We money a little tight.
Ain't worth the risk.
Right. Ain't worth it, exactly.
But if y'all need my tiki torch, though, I'll send it to you. Good luck with the march.
Foolishness.
So yeah, and what's my other thing is stop disrespecting doggone Outkast. Just let them be. They're the greatest group of all time. They don't have no legitimate matchup for them. So let's just let them be.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it for me. It's been a chill week. Everything happened all yesterday on us, Still trying to soak all this in of all the craziness. Other than that, it's been like a really boring week, honestly, across the board. Sports-wise, been boring. Everything else has just been chill till last night. Yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Then everything got kind of real.
Yeah. I know for me, same thing around the election. Another thing that we've learned, there's levels to being a Republican.
Right.
So, like we said, when it comes down to money, we can all respect that. But like you said, it's still at the same time that they're ignoring things that's happening to the general public, just that they can't relate to. And, and that's probably why we having a lot of Black Republicans coming out, is because their money have been so strong for so long, they can't relate to the normal person. They can't. They're not going to experience police brutality or deal with, horrible schools and this and that. And they got too much money for that. So of course they're going to look at, well, I'm going to go with what's going to save me the most money, regardless of what the other bullshit comes along with it. So I don't agree with it, but I see where it's going. So,
yeah.
But that's the thing. You got to recognize it. Just be educated on the different sides and points of views. Just because you don't agree on everything don't mean you got to, stab somebody in the neck. That's another thing I want to say too, is like, I don't think who you vote for should be worth dying for, I guess you could say. Like,
canceling, trying to cancel people because of who they voted for and all of this stuff. It's uncalled for.
You know what I'm saying? Where we got, stuff on much smaller scales that we ignore, that people do. So, but like I said, I think it's going to be a time to heal, time for education be pushed. Like I said, with Harris coming in from HBCUs, like we said, we can see that enrollment level going to another. Then, especially if these athletes start really doing this, then it's going to really be a new scene. So, yeah, that's been a good week. Titans won today, got off our losing streak. So, like I said, I don't see 14 wins. That pressure's way too much, man. It's a little too crazy, man. Like we ain't consistent enough on defense, so we struggle.
Hey, my Raiders 5-3. I don't know how to feel about this still. I'm feeling highly uncomfortable, but it looks good right now though.
That's what we told you, man. Y'all gonna sneak in the playoffs, dog. You wasn't trying to hear us.
Hey, I still ain't trying to hear you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I gotta believe it till I see it. And once I see clinched playoff spot, I'm like, oh shit. Told you I do not trust David Carr.
I tell you this, Carr is gonna only be there for the temporary. Like I said, he's gonna be gone next year. I feel like. I think y'all definitely gonna try to either sign somebody or trade for somebody or draft somebody to take that
spot. Unless he takes y'all to the Super Bowl, he gone.
Ain't no way he's staying.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually surprisingly I like my quarterback in Miami. Miami Hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Haven't watched him.
He's like the same size as Drew Brees and freaking Russell Wilson, but he got an arm though.
Yeah,
he's mad and he's mad accurate with that bad boy too. We just ain't got no receivers for him to catch the ball though. Right. Unfortunately, that's the only thing. Because he's pinpoint, and I'm saying this and I'm getting nervous because I'm hoping y'all damn team that's playing right now, you goddamn Saints don't pay no attention to him. Because I ain't gonna like that shit. Because he's a senior too, so I'm liking what I'm seeing from him. So I'm hoping he gets a shot in the league and everything. But overall, we still need a quarterback. So that's why I ain't holding my breath on my team right now. And I still don't trust Gruden.
Well, he's gonna be there long term, so you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't know. I don't know how many more years I can take of this. Hiatus might happen. Like I said, that's how you feel like the Knicks. This is how I feel about the Raiders.
I don't know, man. Y'all ain't been that bad. Y'all ain't been that bad. That's we next level, dog.
We had our time though. Remember, we had our time being that bad, and then it still is just like, ugh. I just don't got the energy no more, man.
I don't know. I'll take that. But another good episode. We'll be back next week. Hopefully we'll have the whole crew together. I don't know where Twin was at, but like I said, big day for the country. Well, big weekend for the country.
Remember Twin had his the boil yesterday.
Yeah.
So he probably all discombobulated and worn out from that yesterday.
Yeah.
So
and probably with the election being called, it was extra.
Yeah, that too. And actually, I realized I just saw the guy that he was actually doing his ball with his so that was some kind of he's a prominent person in Minnesota because he just worked a deal. That guy, I think I got to double check with him, but I think he had just worked a deal with Target getting his clothing line in there.
Damn.
So I said, all right. So I went to double check with Twin to make sure that if I got that right there, because I just saw that that contract happened. So,
but yeah, man. Big things, man. So as always, make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. Tony Love will have another blog post coming.
Yeah, it should be shortly.
So appreciate the support, and we'll be back next week.
All right.
All right.
Later.